I'm at the dock waiting to get unloaded. So, got this place that's very cramped, no place for anybody to wait. Looks like they do got someone in a tanker over there though, but are they really? This is Belicio Foods in Jackson, Ohio. They have no place for trucks to wait here, so this was kind of a disaster in the making, in my opinion, because it literally is exactly just shy of a full drive shift here. And when I got held back on the highway last night for 3.5 hours because of that big accident, it literally made it so I couldn't make it here. So I stopped. I put myself on sleeper berth while I was sitting there on the road there for that 3.5 hours. And then I stopped and did another 7 hours roughly in the sleeper berth when I got parked. I wound up having to drive about 10 to 15 minutes over my time to get to I was heading towards a TA, but there wound up being a Love's there as well. So obviously I went to the Love's. Plenty of parking. I don't remember what town that was, but got parked there and I got a little bit of a nap in, and my reload got canceled. I was supposed to be here by 10 o'clock this morning. They redid my appointment for 6, so I'm early here for my redone appointment, but my other load got canceled out, and then they tried to get me another reload and it fell through. Hold on. So yeah, and I just got a message from the dispatcher, not finding anything yet for reload. Hang tight around here tonight and I'll see if I can snag something in the morning. So I'm just gonna go over up the way here about 7 minutes. There's a little A&A truck stop, and I'm gonna go hang out there to overnight, just chill out, make myself something to eat, write my journals, watch TV, whatever. It is what it is. It happens. It's all part of being a truck driver, right? Things happen. So I'll get myself all set up, go through my stuff and see if there's some stuff I can't take off this truck, because I'm always taking too much stuff on the truck, which causes clutter when you got more stuff than you know what to do with on the truck. I got bandanas on here that I should probably, I'm hardly ever gonna wear them. I'll just keep the 2 high vis ones, and I'll take the rest and put that in a bag to take home, as well as I'll look for some other things that are just unnecessary to have on the truck and try to keep it as only necessary stuff on the truck. So yeah, I haven't felt them unloading me yet. The light went red. I haven't felt the forklift on there yet. So I should be out of here and head over to get parked for the night and just chill out. But my cup, I glued that handle back on. So hopefully that'll stay. But I don't like Gorilla Glue because it does this crap, and I don't want to chip that off and risk that it winds up taking off the handle with it. But that's what I had for Gorilla Glue, and that worked good. So I got that working. I got that other one that's got more of the molding of the base on it that you've seen me use in the past. So unfortunately, hopefully they find me another load, a good one, and give me some miles to make up for what I lost, because as of right now, I have driven 699 miles roughly to start the week off, so I don't really got that many miles in, but this is my first trip out. So, but it's still early in the week. They can still give me something to, well, give me some good miles for the week. I can go work on some other videos here at the truck stop. So, try to get that. I'm always having trouble keeping these bills even. Yeah. It was a long night though. When you gotta sit in traffic like that for 3.5 hours, it sucks. And the CB does work, but the speakers, there's a speaker right up here. Hey, Tech. There's a speaker right here. It just more or less crackles most of the way. I think there's another one somewhere. Because of the way the lighting is in here right now, and I'm having trouble seeing over there. But yeah, there's a couple of speakers, and they're not coming across real well. So I can bring my external speaker in and use it. So I'm not too worried about it. No one really talks on the CB that much more anyway. And half the time you try to talk to other people, they don't respond. So a lot of guys just turn their CBs on to listen to anybody else talking in case there is conversations, to see what's going on if they're stuck in traffic like I was last night, or in other various situations. But the average truck driver anymore doesn't even have a CB on their truck. Everybody's using cell phones and stuff like that. The other night, me and my daughters, we made some cookies, homemade cookies. We didn't make it from scratch. We just bought those packages of the trays that have the already made cookie dough and the squares and the rounds, you know. But made some monster cookies, some peanut butter Reese's, some chocolate chip, double chocolate chip, and so now I figured out where I got to set my oven at in order to cook them. It cooks hotter. The packages say to cook them at 350. I had to turn it down to like 325, and then I didn't set a timer. It says to cook the cookies at 350 for 15 minutes, and if I were to do that, I would burn every single cookie I put in there. So, oh, I feel them now. Now they're on there. Feel them now. And so I'm never really made cookies myself at home, so that was kind of cool to do something I haven't done before. Next part to that would be learning how to make the actual cookie dough myself and make some cookies on my own. Like, that would be fun. I enjoy doing stuff like that. It's kind of fun. I'm just that guy that likes to do anything creative with my hands, whether it's some sort of cooking or making artistic things or building things. I just kind of a maker mentality. I like to be creative with my hands and do stuff. So if most of my time wasn't being monopolized by my job as a truck driver, I could do more. But I have my journals. Like, I make my own journals, and I'm about to finish this journal that I made. So I like writing in my journals and making up, doodling in them and doing stuff. My inspiration for journals was like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and a few other movies out there from the 80s and stuff where they showed people writing things in journals, and now I write my journals in my own symbols that I created my own symbol writing system. I've got two symbol systems, one that is kind of out of control and has over 2,000 symbols in it, and I think I'm gonna get rid of a whole bunch of those and just simplify it down and combine it with my simple one and kind of combine them and make one simple symbol system. And then I can do all kinds of cool stuff. But it is fun to be creative and do that stuff. Another iced tea. Well, at least I know I get to go relax here soon. Maybe I got sent another message. Thought maybe they sent me an actual load, but they didn't. Check this bad boy too. Nope, no new loads. But trying to decide what I'm going to watch, if I'm going to continue binge watching Smallville, if I'm going to go back to binge watching Dexter, the original series of Dexter. And then I'm hoping that I'm wondering if they have added the Dexter New Blood on there yet, or if they're going to. They were talking about it on Netflix, adding the Dexter New Blood on there in anticipation to because they're coming out with those two new series. They're coming out with the Dexter Youngblood, or whatever it's going to be called, that it's about how Dexter gets raised and stuff by Harry, And then they've got Dexter Resurrection that they're contemplating or might be in the middle of making right now. I'm not sure, but they're coming out with a new few more spin-off series from Dexter, and that will be interesting to see. If they actually bring Dexter back after what happened in New Blood, where his son supposedly killed him and shot him, maybe he didn't actually die, maybe they take him in, but they kind of did screw up that Dexter New Blood, for those of you that watched that. But there's really not much going on right here right now. Nothing too exciting. I'm just getting unloaded and fixing to go drive about 7 minutes over to this truck stop and find a place to get parked until morning. Accidents screw everything up and then cost everybody all the way around. There must have been a lot of truck drivers running out of time, because I saw truck drivers parking all over the place like crazy after we got going. I was trying to take a nap up here. I was right here like this, trying to sleep like this. And I kept looking up and nothing, and all of a sudden after a while I looked up and everything in front of me had took off, so I had to get going like a shot. So, and then there was a whole line of state patrols and emergency vehicles having their sirens and honking their horns and stuff as they went the westbound side past us, trying to wake everybody up, because a lot of guys had fallen asleep and all that crap. So get me a Holmes. I think I saw these totes. Hey. No, I'm not at Sierra England. I'm at Midwest Biking. I had to get out of Sierra England because they couldn't do stuff right. So I got the heck out of there. So I gave Bay 4 months, and I gave Sierra England 4 months. It was amazing. I looked up my YouTube videos, and I determined that I pretty much stayed at Bay for 4 months, and I was at Sierra England for pretty much 4 months. And when I got off the truck with Sierra England, I thought I had left this on the truck or dropped it on the ground over there at that place where I dropped off the truck to, but this is a wallet kit that I made. I made that design that's on there. I drew that onto tracing paper, and then I did all that stamping work and artwork there. But the kit, the wallet itself, is just a kit that you can get from like Tandy Leather, and then you just have to do the sewing, sew the pieces together. They're already pre-cut. So the only thing other that I did was I added these industrial strength Velcro pads so I could, you know, keep it together. Other than that, it's where I keep my fuel cards and my rewards cards at. So There's plenty of them in there. And then I've got, oh, must have took it out of here because I was carrying a picture of me and my wife in there at one point, but I must have took that out of here at another point. But for a while there, when I was, until just this past week, because I found this in the back pocket of a pair of shorts that had gotten underneath a table in my office and back behind something. And then I found that set of clothes, which I had to wash them, but I got in there and I found that wallet, and it's like, oh, well, finally I found that wallet. So I am finding all the stuff that I lost finally. So I like having that wallet to keep everything in, because then I can keep everything together so it don't get lost. Get out of here, go over to the truck stop, get parked for the night, and set my alarm for like 7 or 7:30 and get up, be waiting for them to send me a load to go pick up and get my butt going. Try to be ready, able to get going. Things might have gone a little differently though if I would have started the day just a little earlier. I could have probably gotten ahead of that accident before it happened. I never saw what the accident was or how many people were involved. Because when I showed up, all the traffic was for the couple of 2-3 miles before that, there was a bunch of trucks with hazard lights on just pulling off onto the shoulder. I mean, it was just kind of weird to see the just trucks just kind of staggered off on the side of the road with their hazards on and stuff. And I was looking ahead, I could tell that something was up, and I could see the lights, and I could see that there was a bunch of vehicles up ahead with hazards on, so I knew I was gonna probably have to stop. But I couldn't believe that I was there for 3.5 hours. It's crazy stuff when those accidents happen. Ugh. I saw totes labeled corned beef back there, and the girl said that the security girl looked at the paperwork. I didn't really look at it to see what was on there, but she said it was something like chicken patties or something. I don't know, but the totes that are on the end, I think, said something about corned beef on them, on the stickers, labels on the side of the totes. But I'm sure that there's a hodgepodge stuff of different kind of products back there. I'm sure, I don't think it's all one thing. But they had, on the back, there was one level of totes right on the back, and then there was double stacked totes right behind that, and there was triple stacked totes behind that on the end. And then I don't know what it was like, if it was double stacked the rest of the way back to the nose of the trailer, or what. But it was slightly less heavy than some of the other loads. It wasn't in the 40,000s. It was just shy of 40,000. It was like 39 or something, 38, 39. Here in a minute, I'll get out, shut that reefer off, save the fuel. Pray and hope that it's not too dirty back there. I know there's at least one little piece of wood back there towards the end. Hopefully I don't have to worry about going to get a trailer wash in order to go pick up my next load. It's not that bad. If I can just get up there and sweep it and pick a few things up, I'd do it. I don't fuck around with that. Going looking for a trailer wash if I don't have to. That is time better served not doing if you don't have to. Not spending that time when you could be doing something else that actually is going to make money instead of spending it. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off here. That's pretty much the update. Just kind of want to let you know kind of what happened. Just a recap. I spent 3.5 hours last night just outside of the east side of Indianapolis, where there was a bunch of backed up trucks for miles and vehicles. There was, obviously, backed up traffic for several miles, just a few miles outside of the east side of Indianapolis, and then I had to do turn that into a split so I could get going sooner. Otherwise, if I'd have done a 10, I wouldn't be here yet. I would still be sitting at the dock. Or still sitting at the truck stop trying to finish a 10-hour break. And now I'm getting unloaded. They redid my appointment for 6 o'clock, which it's not even 6 o'clock yet. I'll head over here and get parked for the night and see what they get me for a load in the morning. Kind of wish I knew where I was going, because I would drive up and get close to wherever I would get unloaded from, or get loaded at, and go get parked. So anyway, thanks guys for coming by and hanging out or watching me on the replay or whatever. And everybody's being safe and everything's going well for you. So bye guys. Catch you next video.